Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and we're making another video of me 3-tabling 20NL. This is going to be a spam-free video, other than me to say please click the link beneath the video to the Facebook page if you're on Facebook, and just give that join the page. You'll find more of my content there. I'm making videos there 2 or 3 times a week detailing my play over there and just highlighting all the big pots that get played. So if you want to see more of my content, join that Facebook page. And that's it. No more spam. We're just playing poker. This is my second take. You can see we've been playing enough time to put 13 blinds in from this promotion. Yeah. The software crashed. I'm not good with technology. I'm really not good with technology. So you missed us stacking somebody up here, actually this player, and then we actually got stacked by this player. So we did miss some nice content, but never mind. Hoping to get 2 30 to 35 minute videos from this session. No reason why I shouldn't. We've been 3-bet here by a very, very shit reg. And he literally is one of the shittest regs imaginable. If shit reg was in the dictionary, the definition would be size by 99. Yeah, we're just not defending King 10 suited versus that player type. Just not doing it. Yeah, he's just really bad. Look at his race first in by position. He's got 0 positional awareness. He just basically plays the same ranges for every position, which shows how shit he is. And I don't normally do this, but fuck him. He's down over 20 buy-ins in just 11k hands in some of the softest games you could possibly imagine seeing. So fuck you, Sisma or Seisma 99. Bet365 did an update the other day. Now you can't colour tag players at the moment. It's pretty annoying. No big deal. I'm sure they'll fix it eventually. We pick up the pocket kings. Played limped. I treat these limps as if they are button min raises, and I size up with my ISO from the small blind. Not c-betting this and multi-way. We do have a little bit of backdoor equity, which is nice, but not going to try and get a fold from 3 players. Good flop for the kings. We got 2 options here: check raise, all in, or bet. I think I'm going to go with bet. No need, he just folds. Here we face a probe on the turn. We've got absolutely nothing going on. This player's bad. He's relatively aggressive. And doesn't fold much. So all those things mean we're out. King Jack off. Open from this player I'm not very familiar with. Call by a whale. We're going to call the button. Just want to be in as many pots with this player as possible. Good that he hasn't c-bet. It's going to get pretty big. Going to bet pretty big again. Just hoping to get heads up with this Craig War character. If we get raised by any of these players, then it's going to be a problem because we bet big and we get raised. Here we're going to let the S5 go. And again, I'm just not giving this guy action. He's just not good. He's check raising a multi-way pot. His overall check raise percentage is just 5%. So, yeah. Do not give these fucking stains action in any shape or form. He's got a check raise of 5% and he's just check raised a big bet multi-way. That's just going to be a set always. Sadly, the whale has just bust at this top left table. King King Jack suited. We're very, very deep. So if we 3-bet, we need to size up. Going to take the cautious option for the time being and flop trips, which is beautiful. Snap checks back aboard. You would expect them to bet a lot. Just going to go with a default 40% turn prob. And does this guy have bluffs on rivers? I think he's just going to have an ace a lot. Just going to size up. Hope not to get raised. If he does raise, he's saying he's got pocket nines, pocket tens, really. I think flushes maybe sometimes c-bet flop, sometimes raise turn, etc. Again, not c-betting multi-way with a hand that has some backdoor properties. This guy probes turn for overbet. Good for you, sir. Again, ace jack off, similar story to last time. Not going to 3-bet. Flop really well again. And this time he does c-bet. He double barrels 46%. I think I might check raise a turn here. He didn't c-bet last time. Now he has c-bet. And he's sized up on the turn. What size do I want to make this? What size will like draws call and ace call? This is going to be too small. This 26. I mean, we are reopening the betting here, which isn't going to be fun if he does continue with more aggression. But we can get called by ace six. We can get called by some draws, maybe some worse two pairs like ace three, etc. Didn't work out that time. This guy's 3-bets again. Again, we're just going to continue just folding to him. If I know over this small sample, he has looked more aggressive than his stats, but I'm not willing to ignore the 11k hands on him that tell me he's shit and he's too tight and too passive. Here we've isolated, and then we get the cold call from Militia in the big blind. Interesting flop, monotone flop, king high. If we are going to bet here, we're just going to be betting for small sizes, but I do not want to reopen the betting, so I'm not going to bet. Pretty good turn card. And I think now I'm going to bet small in position and probably check back river. No need though, we just take it down. Could open the queen 10 off there, but he's only got 40 bigs. So the one player we're interested in playing pots at this table isn't really super deep. Here we're going to have a mandatory c-bet. What are these players' stats this particular session? 47-38 with a 42% 3-bet. So maybe he's having some kind of meltdown. Here we've been check raised, but we have a draw to the nuts. So we're going to tear one off and hope to just spike the jack and stack him. Nope. It's a 4 instead. Expect him to barrel this turn very. It goes check raise check. Part of me wants to like bet again, but like to get folds from what? Check raise, check on the fours. Unusual. I would expect to see a lot more like big bets coming in there. We do river the nut straight, which is nice. Depending on his size on the river, we'll either raise or call. He's not completely stripped of both, so you can have pocket tens, for example. You can have like king four suited, whatever few combos of that there are left. And when he checks, I'm just going to go with overbet and just target all the king X and other bluff catchers that you can have. Top left table, we've been donked into. Well, we haven't been donked into because we just called the open. Multiple callers, our hand too strong to fold, too weak to raise. So we'll just call, turn some equity, which is nice. Guy does have a 23% donk bet over a small sample. He's got my orange tag, but I suspect he should probably be green. Question is, do we want to value bet our hand? We've obviously got decent equity. Could easily have the best hand. Yeah, I think I want to thin the field a little bit. So we'll have a little stab. We can obviously call a race unless it's egregiously sized. And then maybe we still fucking call anyway. If this player goes donk small, then check raise is just representing sets, etc. Two pairs. Gets snap called by the whale. And we river the second nuts, which is pretty nice. I quite enjoy seeing a donk lead here that we can jam over. If he doesn't, then we're going to go with overbet again. But we do see the donk. I mean, we've got the second nuts. We're all in. If we're beat, we're beat. If you got it, you got it. In the words of Will Kassouf, if you got it, you got it. It's a cooler, right? We're all in. Hasn't snap called, so we're only trying to fade slow rolls now. He showed the queen nine and mucked it. Happy days. Good outcome. Well, better outcome would have been call, but no, our line. I think we won the max there versus his exact hand. Here we've got queen jack on jack queen 6. Does this guy float bet a lot? Yes, so we're going to check our range to him. Doesn't float bet this time. So now we have two options. Check raise and look full of shit, or just lead. And I think I like the second option of check raise and look full of shit. Sadly, he has not taken the bait. So now he's got a pretty capped range. Going to be very showdown heavy. So we'll just put a big boy bet in. And hope he looks it up with all these bluff catchers. Again, would not enjoy being raised here, but like, what would you be saying? He's got pocket sevens. This table's not especially good. This top left table. In fact, none of them are really. Shit regs everywhere. Although this player looks fun. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong fucking button. Sorry, just reading a couple of messages. I've just had word through from my gaffer at the Poker Lounge. If you do click the link to the page, if you've got this far into the video, you do click the link to the page and you do sign up to the club, they are offering a 25% first deposit bonus for new players. If you join the club, there will be some conditions attached. I don't know what they are, but yeah, I did say there'd be no spam, but I've just read the message as we're going to go for a check raise with that ace jack here. So yeah, do sign up, do get involved in the club and get 25% first deposit bonus up to £100. So if you deposit £400, you will get £100 deposit bonus. It will be subject to some rate restrictions before you can withdraw it. But more details if you sign up. You'll get all the details before you deposit a penny. Right, so this guy probably just has a straight. Do I want to overbet or do I want to check raise? That is the question. And I want to try and play for stacks, so I'm going to go for the check raise and risk him checking back. But I think he's probably just going to have a straight a lot. Happy days. We're going to be all in. And I just got to leave a very quick voice note after this to somebody, so I'm going to pause the video when we stack this guy. And he did have a jack, and we did stack him. Anyway, we're back. Sent an abusive voice note to the Supreme Leader because I have no respect of rank. And we defend the 10-9-0 and we'd flop a pair, and his size will dictate whether we continue or not. Taking a long time in the tank to to find the half pot. Peel one, see what happens on the turn. Continues with the aggression. We can easily let third pair go. Comes with a shitty small size. I mean, it's putting my 9x in a tough spot, to be fair. Versus this size, I think we don't fold. Not because I think we have the best hand, but we could just bluff some ribbers if he checks. Which he does do. So now he's capped. It looks to me very much like this guy's got just one pair. And we're just going to try and put that into a spot. What do we need to bet to make an ace fold here? Probably more than pot. And that's what we're going to do. Trying to make you fold that ace 5, etc. Maybe snap calling ace 4 then. Our bluff is terrible. Absolutely. And he couldn't snap call quickly enough. I mean, I don't care that we're not repping very much there. I literally don't care. He's just capped the fuck out of himself with his entire line. And if he wants to call my overbets with pure bluff catchers long term, he's going to have a problem. Here we have jacks on the button. We have potential whale in the big blind. So we decided here just between flat and 3-bet. This guy folds to a fair amount of 3-bets, so we're going to flat to allow this guy to come in. Here we're going to check raise our flush draw while we flop a set on the bottom left table. We're in position, so we don't need to make our raise as big as we would if we were out of position. Oh, fuck, we're not in position, Reg, you fucking fat idiot. Here we're checking our entire raise to someone who stabs a lot. Here we're it's going to bet big with that set. Easy check raise here. Sadly, we get the fold. Pay attention, Reggie time. Pay fucking attention. I think before the next video, we'll freshen the tables up because they ain't that good. I mean, this is the worst player at this table, and he's just 33-18, which isn't good. Probably a fish, but not a whopping great fish. And then we've got this boring cunt Seisma joining too. Might just leave this table anyway. Let's pull another table up, do a random one, see what happens. Right, okay, that's annoying. Now we're in there. And we'll just leave this table next big blind because it's boring. Flopped absolutely nothing with the ace king. No pair, no draw. I hope this table fills at some point because I'm not very good short heads up anyway. Well, not very good full stop, but I'm really not very good heads up. Secondly, when I'm heads up and three tabling and making a video, it's really not good for me. Any edge I have against this player will be significantly mitigated. The cat fold versus the quarter pot bet. Bottom left. Again, can't fold. Very much that we have the best hand. This fucker's just left. And then just check fold river and be very sad about the whole schmozzle. We lost at the 10-9. Oh, we're up in fourth place again. We got 40 big blinds yesterday for our trial. Got a chance of getting a pull from it again here. Right, let's check the lobby out. If it'll let me. Fuck's sake, why will it not bring the fucking lobby up? It just won't let me do it. It's fucking bell end. Right, all I want to do is this lobby to come so we there's no empty seats anyway, so we'll stay as we are. Jesus Gambling is a player I know to be some kind of reg. As usual, I expect I think he's some kind of shit reg, because that's what I think about everyone. Quite liberating to think everyone's a shit reg. Once you consider yourself to be shit as well, as I do, like relative to like theoretically good poker, I'm shit. Well, I'm not as shit as probably 95% of the players in the pools I participate in. So, you know, someone's got to be the best looking in the Burns unit, and I will be one of the most handsome bastards on the Burn unit. But that said, I'm still on a fucking Burns unit, and I ain't going to pull many Burns with my heavily burned face. But still, someone's got to be, you know, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king, best looking on the Burns unit, fastest kid in Fat Club, you know, 8 million different analogies, and I fit most of them. There will be some players I think are shit regs who are significantly better than me, but that will not stop me thinking that they are still shit regs, because they still probably are. They're just shit regs who are better than me. No pair, no draw. We're going to go for the delay c-bet here. This guy's probably a fish. If he's got a good hand, he'll probably probe the turn. If he hasn't, we can try and make him fold by the river once he's checked twice. Keeping my eye carefully on the timer. I do want to get 2 videos out today. So we'll probably do 2 35-minuters. No fucking clue what this dude's doing here. But I hope he gets put in the bin for it. Nope. Sadly, he didn't. Get there, King Queen. Oh, no. Doesn't matter. I saw his stack size and thought it was a fish, but he's just a shit reg. Everyone's a shit reg. Orange is my tag for shit reg. This guy maybe, because he like opens pretty wide, could maybe be bestowed with this tag, which still means you're shit. It just means you're shit and wide, rather than this tag, which means you're shit and too tight. The occasional yellow tag will pop up, who I think is someone who maybe is quite good. And then a very, very, very rare red tag, who's someone who I'm confident is good. But you won't see many of them because it's 20NL and everyone's shit. And if you do play 20NL and you don't think you're shit, I've got news for you. You are. Uh, 10-8 suited shouldn't be an open, but we got 2 whales. Ace-5 suited probably should be a squeeze in theory land, a decent frequency. Maybe we should still do it here. In fact, I think I'm going to. I just don't trust people to fold. That's my problem. Versus this player, we've checked the flop multi-way. We're just going to call versus half pot. Can easily still have the best hand. We don't need to be right very often versus half pot. When he absolutely blasts the turn at speed of light, I think on this texture we could just have. I mean, we picked up a good shot, but we think versus that size, we can just let our hand go. Would have rivered 2 pairs. May not still have been good. King 8 off is a thoroughly, thoroughly miserable hand, but we're getting fucking 9-1 on a call, and this guy's around, so he's going to try and absolutely smash the flop for our 1 big blind extra. We did not smash the flop, sadly, and it's very unlikely this is going to check around, so we're probably just going to be out. We do have a good shot to the nuts, though, so it would depend on the size and what have you. Again, King Jack off. We want to keep this guy in. We're not going to get squeezed anywhere near as much as we should do in theory, so we're just going to flat the button to try and play pots with him. Versus half pot here. How often does this guy see bet multi-way? It's going to be a key thing to look at. 53%, which is a pretty high number. Still, I don't like it. We're going to improve to a straight sometimes, but it's going to be hard to get value from out of position, so we're just going to fold. This guy now comes with a min donk. We're just going to try and get him to define his range a little bit better by raising. We can hit a king or a jack and be good. We can have the best hand sometimes still versus some shitty draws. And if you 3-bets, it's not a problem because we have nothing. He's like, min donk, call, then donked again. This is just going to be a draw a lot of the time. So we're going to like raise a size here where he can still call with his draws and then fold them on the river when he misses. If he jams, then we obviously just have an easy fold. He just folds now. Lovely. Ten-8 off maybe should have been a raise against this player. Checking the queens. This guy's just going to have an awful lot of shitty ace-x in range. Do we value bet the river? Probably. And we get min raised and we're stone fucking dead. But I'm going to call because we want to see what he's got for the video. 3-5. Well played, Reg. Well played, him. Queen 4-0. I want to play a lot of pots with this guy. I don't know I want to play the Queen 4-0 though. So we're not going to. 7 deuce off. There's a bounty for that in the club games. You win the pot with 7 deuce off. You collect 2 big blinds from every player at the table. It's a constant source of irritation to me because I rarely play it, but I always have to pay the bounties off. I think playing that raising the 7 deuce off game in games with lots and lots of really loose, passive, casual players, I don't think it's plus EV, even though you do collect the bounties when you win. But it's plus EV to have it in the game because almost everybody else does play it, which makes the games significantly better. And we don't need to play out to our blinds because we're going to continue straight on in the next video. So we'll play this jack 10 out and we'll end the video. I think with a gut shot here, we can just put some money in the pot. Don't mind being raised. We can call. Just build the pot a little bit. Hope to get there. We don't. And that will be the end of this video. Don't forget, click the link beneath the video. And don't forget the first deposit bonus of 25%. Deposit £100. You'll get 25 quid for absolutely nothing. But that 25 quid will not be withdrawable until you've raked at least £25. You can withdraw your other money. Say you deposit 100, you run it up to 150, and you've raked 10 quid. Then, you know, you can withdraw, just leaving the 15 behind. To still play with it won't be confiscated from you. It will remain in your account. You just won't be able to withdraw it. So yeah, get involved in that. If you're not interested in playing, please do at least go and follow the page though, because you'll find more of my content there. And yeah, have a good day. Bye bye for now.